again, welcome back. It's BBQing. Today we are doing loaded Hasselback potatoes. We're gonna do them in the oven. I was gonna do them on the smoker, decided to just kind of keep it indoors today. So let's get started. The way we're gonna do these Hasselback potatoes, if you've never seen a Hasselback, you basically just kind of slice it into a bunch of feathered things. I'm gonna cross hatch it both ways. The way we do that without cutting through the actual potato is we're going to take a couple spoons here, like such, and then if you just keep these placed here, that'll prevent you from cutting all the way through the potato. So what this is going to do is it's going to give a ton of surface area. We're going to cook this in the oven with a lot of butter, which is going to make it amazing. It's going to come out nice and crispy, and we're going to throw a bunch of stuff. We're going to do two different types here. We're going to do a chili, loaded potato with some cheddar cheese and some green onions, and then we're going to do another one just kind of more standard with some sour cream and a little bit of bacon, some chives, stuff like that. So like I said, as long as you keep these handles here, and we're cutting this about, you can kind of see that we're cutting it about, what is that, half inch wide there, and you can see how that works. It doesn't cut it all the way through, it just kind of fans it out a little bit, and that allows everything to get nice and deep inside and attach itself. All right, like I said, so now we got this one done here. We're gonna cross hatch this. So we're gonna go lengthwise here, and it's kind of the same method. All right, so there you have it. You can see it's cut open all kinds of different directions here. Yeah. And that's just gonna allow all kinds of flavor to get into that. Let me get this other one cut up and we'll go to the next step. Okay, so here we go. Potatoes are nice and cut up here. Still in a hole though. What we're gonna do is we have 3 tablespoons of softened butter here. We're gonna rub that over the potatoes, and we're gonna be putting it into a lightly oiled with avocado oil skillet. All right, so we're just going to rub this over. This is where you want to get all the little, it's all going to kind of melt down in. So like any big chunks, kind of that's what we're looking for. Okay, so we got one down. Get the second one here, and then any chunks of butter you have left, you can just leave on top. It'll just kind of all melt down. Give me one second. Wash my hands here. Now that we have these nice and coated with butter, the skillet's oiled, we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning to these for now. We're just gonna keep it easy. We're gonna go with salt, pepper, and then just a little splash of some garlic powder. So we'll get that put on. So we are done for this section. As you can see, they look good already. They're gonna come out amazing. Like I said, I can't wait to get these things finished here. We're gonna top them off with a bunch of awesome yumminess. So we're just gonna throw these in the oven, and it's gonna take 45 minutes. We have it preheated at 425, and we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, so as I said, the potatoes are in the oven. We got about 45 minutes. I see no reason for it not to be the happy time of the day and make it the beer of the day segment. We are rocking Stone's Buena Vesa Salt and Lime Lager today. It's a Mexican style lager that they infused with salt and lime. Makes it easy. So, I don't know, it's got a kind of a cool can, like nice and festive, kind of, Dia de los Muertos kind of style here. So let's see what this thing looks like, huh? Stone, San Diego, they're one of the bigger craft brewers in the country. So they put out a lot of good stuff. It's got a nice clear lager, a little bit of a head to it. Nice and yellow. Let's see. You can definitely smell the salt and the lime off of the head of this. So yeah, that's good. You can taste the corn that's been in there. Yeah, that's really refreshing. It's gonna go nicely with tonight's dinner. Got a couple of these in reserve. So you guys, cheers. See you guys in a few. We just hit the 45-minute mark. They're looking amazing, as you can see here. All right. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna pull these out a little bit. We're gonna add 4 tablespoons of butter in here, and we're just gonna let this melt. Okay. Throw this back in. We're gonna let it melt for a few minutes here, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take that butter that's melted and spoon it over, just kind of, you know, baste the potatoes in that butter. It's gonna give it a nice crispness and a ton of flavor. And then they'll be done. We'll be ready to assemble these things. So we'll see you guys in just a few minutes here. All right, butter's melted. These things are looking incredible. And like I said, we're just gonna take this butter and just kind of drizzle it over the top here. Obviously these skillets are super hot, so you wanna be really careful. One thing I did forget to mention, when you throw these in, you wanna leave space between the potatoes so that they get nice and crispy. If you crowd too many of them in, or you have them butting up against each other, those kind of steam against each other, so that won't get what we're looking for here. So at this point, you're gonna wanna just make sure that these are nice and coated with this amazing butter. All right, now that those are nice and basted, we're gonna let them sit for another 5 minutes, just let them kind of crisp up just a minute, and we'll get these things assembled. Okay, here we go. So one of them came out perfect, one of them not so much. This is exactly what we were looking for here. Well, it's still a little fell apart, but not that bad. This one, it kind of maybe cut it a little too thin, and it kind of fell apart, but it's gonna taste amazing either way. So like I said, we're gonna make 2 versions of this. We're gonna do an original, and we're gonna do a chili one. So let's get to it here. The original one, which I'm gonna do on the nice looking one here, just because of the fact that I think the chili's gonna cover most of that anyway, so nobody will know. So we're just gonna take some regular sour cream here, drizzle this over the top. All right, we got bacon. Can't go wrong with bacon, right? Especially with the potato. Try and shove this back together here. All right, we got some red onions here that are gonna go in. A little bit of cheddar cheese. And then last but not least, chives. And that's pretty much your standard loaded baked potato right there, right? So now we're moving over to this one. We are going a little bit different. We're gonna do some chili. Now I just used the canned Denison chili. I was trying to make it easy. I didn't want to spend all day making a thing of chili just for a few ounces of this. So we're gonna drizzle this over the top, and I mean drizzle, we're gonna drench, right? So we're just gonna plop a lot of this over the top here, like so. And then again with the cheddar cheese here, we got white cheddar going on. We'll use some of the red onions again, just because. And then also we have some green onions. So all right, guys, there you have it. Loaded Hasselback potatoes. I promise you, these are a meal in and of itself. You don't need anything else with this. Thanks again for showing up. Please don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate any comments. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.